Hello again, GLL back for another video. A lot of people are asking me what I think about Halo Wars 2. Let me first start by saying that I've played the demo for the multiplayer and I wasn't impressed. And that's pretty much it. um, if anybody liked the original Halo Wars and you want this to be the exact same game as the original Halo Wars, you'll probably like it. But if you're not a fan of RTSs like me, you're not going to like it. But not only that, this isn't even a good RTS game. It never was. The original Halo Wars has tons of flaws, and not only have they copied Halo Wars 1 almost to a T, but those flaws have gone with it. They haven't got rid of the problems that were in the original Halo Wars. The game-breaking multiplayer problems and all the issues that I've had in Halo Wars 1, I've carried over into Halo Wars 2. So what am I talking about? Well, number one, the multiplayer is completely broken in Halo Wars. Halo Wars 1, Halo Wars 2 in general, it's the same. So every time I'm just going to say Halo Wars because it's the same. So the multiplayer is broken in Halo Wars. Why? Because when you start, if you're playing co-op, as a lot of people do, play multiplayer with other fucking people, not just by themselves, it's completely pointless playing a game on multiplayer by yourself. You know, that's how I feel. So 2v2, 3v3, okay, yeah, that's got some fun to it, yeah. But we get into this situation where one player simply spams the warehouses, gets all the resources, and then they just move that resource over to their buddy who's building all the tech station, the science, the bases, all the fucking weaponry, and he's just farming all the resources while his mate just sits there and receives all the resources and then builds everything up. That happens in, I would say, no, I'm not even. I'm going to go there. It's 100%. It's 100% of the games played, unless people who have never played the game before. But other than that, it's everybody does that at the beginning. So it's completely worthless. Okay, that needs to be removed or set in a time limit for like maybe 5-10 minutes before you can actually do that, because that's what people do every single time, and it's pointless. Now, the other big major flaw of Halo Wars, something that I thought they may actually fix in Halo Wars 2, is the ability to build bases. What do I mean by that? Well, I mean, why the fuck is the only place you can build a base where the game tells you to, you know? Why is that? Why is it so linear? Okay, for anybody that's played Command and Conquer or Age of Empires or whatever will know that in those games you can build your bases wherever the fuck you want. But Halo Wars doesn't allow you to do that. You have like maybe 2-3 locations on the map when you start that you can like get bases, and you know, obviously where the enemy's bases are you can build there, and where your teammates' bases are you can build there. But other than that, you're just stuck in one place. So every single game feels the same. There's absolutely no skill to it. There's no randomized, you know, randomly generated levels and stuff like that where you have to actually find where your fucking enemies are and hunt them down, like there would be in saying, like say, in Age of Empires or a Red Alert. You know, now I know I sound like I know a lot about fucking strategy games, but really they just bore the shit out of me. You know, they send me to sleep. There's nothing. There's nothing we're talking about. They've been the same shit for years. It's basically pure fucking luck as to who wins or loses. There's a counter for everything. So if you choose to build something and they choose to build something that counter that, you're fucked. You know, if you're lucky enough to build something that can counter their shit and they can't counter your shit, you win. It's a roll of the dice. It happens to be fucking luck a lot of the time. Now, there's skill to it, as there is to all games, but it's really a lot of it is pure luck, because if you fucking build something, then it may or may not fucking counter away. Like, if I build all anti-air turrets and they send all air vehicles in, what do you think's going to happen? But if I don't build any anti-air turrets, I'm fucked. It's that simple. So, now we haven't actually got the fucking wheel so far in this game where you can like heal your units and drop like missiles or cryo bomb. Cryo bomb is so broken in the original Halo Wars. I'm hoping that doesn't make a return. But there it is, you see. We don't really know what's happening with that. Maybe it'll come out, maybe it won't, because it's just a beta. So, with that said, the problems are still there. Why would you want the exact same game for a second time? It's exactly the same. It hasn't been improved whatsoever. And if you want that, that's on you. If you want Halo Wars to stay as it was, that's fine. But I was hoping for more. I was hoping for something a little bit different. More like a fucking Age of Empires or whatever, where you can actually build the bases where the fuck you want to build them. And I don't want to be able to trade resources right at the beginning of a multiplayer match and fuck everything up. I would like more options when I host the match to turn shit like that off, if that's an option. Or, something like that. That's the kind of thing we need. Now, they are bringing it out on PC, which is a good thing for a Halo Wars game, with it being an RTS, to give people a chance to fucking play it on there. But is it really going to be a good seller when Halo Wars 1 barely sold anything? I don't understand. It sold so badly that fucking Microsoft took Ensemble Studios and just fucking laid them all off, and basically that was it. The studio went out of business because of Halo Wars 1, yet they bring out Halo Wars 2. Don't make much sense to do that unless you've got a solid strategy. It's going to sell more because you put it on PC. But I digress. That's what happened. So, and Ensemble Studios is the people that made Age of Empires. So, and now we've got the Total War developers doing this, and it's like no Total War game I've ever seen. It's just the same as Halo Wars 1. It's almost mirror image. The bases look a bit different maybe, but other than that, it's the same exact stuff, same exact weapons and everything. There may be more in the final game, obviously, but it's not going to be different enough to warrant a purchase. If I can get this game for cheap or free, I may play it later down the line, but as of right now, it ain't worth jack. And if you get the special edition, I don't know if it's download only or whatever because I don't know enough about it, but if you get the special edition of Halo Wars 2, you get a remastered Halo Wars 1. Okay? Now, a lot of people have also been saying in the comments, what about the story? What about the story? The story will probably be good. Halo Wars 1 didn't have a good story, let alone fucking Halo Wars 2. It's the same character. It's Captain fucking Cutter or whatever it is. Sergeant Forge died in Halo Wars 1, and no one gave a fuck. There's no point in even like trying to argue whether the story's going to be good, because chances are it fucking won't be. Okay, because this is a completely new fucking developer for this series, so who knows what they're going to do with the fucking characters and with the fucking license. In terms of story, it could be very similar or whatever. We don't know. It could be a pile of crap. We just don't fucking know what they're going to do with it. But why would we be optimistic when the original Halo Wars wasn't even good? That's the thing, isn't it? So, yeah, that's my quick thoughts on Halo Wars 2. My advice would be, unless you're an absolute die-hard Halo fan or somebody that has to have every single RTS on the market for whatever reason, I would avoid it, because what is the point in a game that's inferior to other RTS games and is not even much better than the original Halo Wars? It's not like it's a huge jump there either. Now, if you were interested in a Halo Wars remaster and, you know, getting them bundled together, the both of them, obviously if you buy them digitally, which I'm against buying digital games, but in this instance, if you were to buy the digital version of Halo Wars 2, you would, and you pay the extra to get the remaster, you would then have the remaster and Halo Wars 2 on the PC. So there's an incentive maybe to do that. I can see that. So anyway, that's just my quick thoughts on Halo Wars. Feel free to subscribe. See you later.